Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about Scentsy empties because we just finished doing the non-Scentsy empties, and now we have to cover Scentsy stuff. So some of these, it's been a while since I've done one of these, so some of these scents have been sitting waiting for my prattling, if you will. So bear with me with some of these. They may not smell strong enough for me to remember what they smell like, but we're going to get through them, and we're going to power through them because there's a bunch. So first off, I got through a bar of Central Park Pralines. This is from our Bring Back My Bar that we just recently had. And it's pralines, it's caramel, it's like the cinnamon spices, sugar, whatever. It's good. It's a little bit too caramel for me. So this is the second bar of this that I've warmed. I liked the first one. I still like the scent, but is it club worthy for me personally? No. But I do enjoy it. Would I warm it if I had another bar? Yes. Would I go out of my way to get more of it? Probably not. Beautiful scent, definitely more bakery oriented. And if you like pralines and you like caramel and like cinnamon sugar, you'd probably like this. All right, next we have Snuggle Up from the Catching Z's Wax Collection. This to me is a dupe of Jammy Time. Like, if anything, this is Jammy Time with more lavender. But it's like the same scent notes to me. Like it's the sweet pea, baby freesia, lavender. Yeah, if you put this next to Jammy Time, I should have, because that's what I was meaning to do. If you put this and Jammy Time next to one another, I'm not entirely certain that I could say that they're that different. This is like just maybe a stronger, more lavendery version of Jammy Time. So if you didn't get this scent, if you missed out on it, try Jammy Time. It's pretty close from what I remember. All right, but it performed well and it was strong and it lasted and all the 9 yards there, so no complaints. But for me, it was not club worthy because I'm not a big Jammy Time fanatic. But it was enjoyable for what it was. All right, now I got through a bar of Sea Salt and Avocado. I have never gotten through a bar of this, which is weird because it's like one of the big staples that always is in our catalog. And I liked it. I really liked it. It's a very fresh, clean scent. I didn't think I was going to like it. I was like, avocado? What? What does that smell like? But it's fresh and clean. And beautiful. Like, if you want something that's just going to give you a fresh, clean, green sort of scent without being like a lush green or anything like that. So no like farmer's market sort of like, you know, stick your nose in the dirt sort of greens. There's like a little bit of like a sea salty dewiness to it, like sea spray. And then this avocado, which is just like a freshness. And it's great. It's great. I loved it in the bathroom. I loved it in the main areas of the house. It's just a nice, fresh scent. So, it's not going in my club because it's in our catalog, but if it retires, I would strongly consider putting it in there. I got through a bar of Johnny Appleseed, like my name, Johnny, but they spell it with an H, and I don't. And this is just fresh, juicy, ripe Macintosh apples, and then like a little bit of crisp pear that gives more juiciness to it. Oh my lord, I love this scent. I love it so much. I love it in the cleaning product. I love it in warming the wax. I have nothing bad about this. Unless you don't like apples, this is a great scent. And it lasts, for the most part, all day, which is surprising for a fruity scent because a lot of fruity scents tend to die out early because fruit fragrance oils in general tend to be like top note based rather than base notes. So they don't usually have the staying power as something like a vanilla or a woodsy note. But this one works really well. I don't know what they did with it, but I hope they keep on making it. All right. Next, we got through a bar of Coral Waters. This is from our new collection. Or new releases, I should say. This smells like a fancy shampoo. I warmed this. It's strong. It lasts long. It smells like shampoo to me. And I don't need my house to smell like shampoo. That's just end of story. It kind of reminds me of, what was it called? Sensationals had one that was very similar to this. I don't know if it was called like Coral Shores or something Shores. There was a Sensational scent if I ever remember it, that basically smells like this one. But this one smells a little bit more dewy as opposed to that one. Same sort of, just not my vibe. But it's a great performer. So if you want your house to smell like, I don't know, herbal essences or Garnier Fructis, maybe pick that one up. Lilacs and Violets is the next one I got through. I like this scent, but I don't love it. There's a very strong powdery component to this scent that detracts from the lilac component. And I'm thinking that it's the violet part that gives that powdery note, not the lilac part. Because I've smelled fresh lilacs, and I don't remember them being particularly powdery. It's a great scent. I just don't know, compared to some other lilac scents that I've tried, if it's my favorite anymore. At the time, at least, though, I loved this compared to some other scents that in the lilac category. So it's good, though. It performs well. I took it out of my club. It's in our catalog, but I don't know that I would put it back in there at this point. Next, we have Tangerine Creamsicle. This is another new release. This is basically a muted, more mellow version of Orange Dreamsicle. So if you missed that out from our Bring Back My Bar a while back ago, this is basically that. It's more of a tangerine rather than just an orange scent, and it's a little less candy and a little bit more sweet, creamy. And I actually don't mind this. I like the tangerine note in this. I think that's its redeeming grace for me, because otherwise this would just be too sweet. I wouldn't go out of my way to get a whole bunch more of this, but I would warm it again. And as far as club worthiness, not for me, but I can see a lot of people enjoying this. Especially if you liked Orange Dreamsicle or felt that that was too strong, you might like this version instead. I got through a bar of Cashmere Pear from our Bring Back My Bar. And this one's in my club. I can't decide if I love this one or I like it. I keep going back and forth, so it's going to stay in my club for a little while longer. It's very much cashmere. You get that coziness, but then you have that crisp pear. And at times I really enjoy that, and at other times I feel like it's an odd note that I don't want paired together. No pun intended. But it works really well. It lasts quite long as it futzes out over the course of the day. The pear disappears before the cashmere components do. So just keep that in mind. But it is a good scent. And I remember the first time I warmed this once upon a time, I really did love it. So whether or not I keep it in there, I don't know, but it's a good scent. I got through a bar of Redwood and Cedar from an ancient Bring Back My Bar, a couple Bring Back My Bars ago. I love this scent. I thought for a while that I was like, maybe I just like this scent or it's okay. And when I pulled this out, just like, I'm gonna warm a bar of this, why not? I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It lasts forever. A cube will do you. It's super strong. Like, I had a cube going for almost three-ish days straight. A cube, and it was still just as strong. Crazy. And it was funny because the whole thing behind this was I had African Mahogany and this one in my Scentsy Club. And I was like, well, they're both woodsy, but I usually like mahogany scents more. Let me warm through both of these bars and see which one I want to keep. And I always thought I was going to keep African Mahogany, and that was the one I ended up removing from my club, surprisingly, because I was like, oh, there's a note in this that I don't prefer as much as I thought I did. But then this one, I was like, oh my goodness, why did I only think I liked this? So, long story short, love it, staying in my club, and it's great. Then I got through a bar of our new scent, Sun-Soaked Petals. This is in our Spring-Summer catalog. This is like fresh floral, like fresh cut florals, dirt, and like a weird citrus note. Citrusy apple note or something. It's so bizarre. I don't know how to describe it. It's like dirty, fresh cut florals. Like the florist dropped the bouquet in a pile of like planter's dirt or something. but then also has green apple slices. I don't know. It's a very interesting take on like a floral scent. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get this again. And it does last, it's decently strong, like medium-ish, but it kind of like teeters out again midway, 2/3 through the day. So in terms of the new ones, in terms of staying power, it wasn't particularly there. In terms of the scent, it's interesting, but if I'm comparing it to ones that are like tried and true staples for me, like Spring Has Sprung or Picked for You or something that's a floral that I really love, this just doesn't stack up to it. So for me, if it doesn't give one of the other ones a run for its money that I do love, or it's not unique in its own way enough for me to enjoy, it's not club worthy, but I would probably warm it again. That was a long rant on that. All right, then I got through a bar of Pillow Time from our Catching Z's collection, and I don't remember what this smells like, and I think this was the bergamot one? No, that's not right. I don't remember what was in this one. So I would love to tell you what was in this, but I don't remember, and I don't have my iPad next to me to look it up because shame on me. But I vaguely remember this being okay, but having like an odd note to it that was like throwing me off a little. So it wasn't like a, oh my goodness, I abhor this scent, but yeah, and I don't even remember what it was. Like the other one I knew, oh, that was like Jammy Time. This one, yeah, I honestly can't remember this one, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, I got through Pillow Time. That's all I got to say about it, apparently. Sorry, guys. That's the first for me. Holy bananas, I don't remember it. Must have been very forgettable. All right, got through a bar of Vanilla Suede. And I go back and forth about this one in my club, too. So it's in my club right now. This one is more suede than vanilla. And I had one bar of it, an older bar, and the suede was like almost overpowering. Like it was like, whoa, suede, and a hint of vanilla. And then this one, which is more from our recent one, it was more mellow all around, and I enjoyed it. So I was kind of surprised. So right now it's gonna stay in my club, but I was kind of like, wait a minute, I thought I didn't like this as much as I did. So you never know. Sometimes you have to try a bar twice to really be sure how you feel about it. Got through an older bar of Grapefruit and Grenadine. This is Grapefruit and Grenadine. And it's kind of like in your face, like little dabble do you sort of powerhouse scent, and just keeps going and going and going and going and going. It's not my personal favorite. I don't mind warming it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to hunt this down. Welcome Summer is another bar. I think it's still in our available bars. This was released last June, I want to say. I think it's right, June. This is a long-lasting powerhouse of a scent. It's so long-lasting powerhousey that even just in its clamshell, you can, if you have a couple of them nearby, you can smell it wafting towards you. Like, it's that scent. And I don't know what's in it. I don't know how they do it. It's a great performer. I enjoy it. I don't mind it. But there was a lot in this. I feel like there's like a rose note in this. There's like fresh, dewy something or another's, and probably fruity notes. It's great. It's definitely great. And it kind of chameleons itself throughout the warming process, and it changes and as it melts, which is great as well. But it is very strong, so keep that in mind. And I feel like this is like a love or hate sort of scent, so I don't think there was really a middle ground for it. It was either like, yeah, I like warming it and I enjoy it, or whoa, this is too much. It's like blasting me out of my house. I was in the I like it category. All right, next we have Homestead Holiday. I got through a bar of this. This is now discontinued for the spring and summer. But it is a great fall-winter scent. It's well-rounded. You get like that, the citrus and the woodsy and a little bit of spice, but it's not overwhelming. And it's a great performer. It lasts all the day. And it has kind of like a sort of semi-masculine undertone to it, which I appreciate as well. Kind of like that woodsy, cologne-y hint to it. That one is in my club. Next, we have By the Sea. I got through a bar of that. I live relatively close to a sea or ocean, I guess. It's an ocean, not a sea. This doesn't smell like the sea to me. It does smell like salty spray or like almost a laundry scent. But this does not smell like authentic ocean to me. It smells too soapy for that. But it's a nice scent. I actually didn't mind it warmed as much as I thought I would. But I still wouldn't go out of my way to grab it and get more of it. But it's nice. Then we had Disney's Totally Mini. This is a new one. I don't remember the notes on this. But it's like a sweet, fruity, floral sort of note, if I remember, from warming. So, my thoughts in this. This is a womp for me. And it wasn't because of the scent smelled horrible or anything like that. When you first warm it and it melts into the warmer, you get the burst of the smell. And then it like all but disappears. And it's either really, really light or non-existent at all. But in terms of like how long it lasted before it futzed out, maybe an hour or two. And then I was like, I can't smell anything in this room. It was so bad that in our like open concept-y area, I'd put all of the bar, usually even for like really like light scents, if you put in all of the bar, then it makes it like, okay, I can smell this. It was like a burst for like an hour or two, and then again, just gone. So this is a really light one, and also kind of a womp in performance, but it's kind of pretty. Is it anything that I felt was particularly unique? Yeah, it's kind of forgettable in that sense, personally, but I didn't have any aversion to the scent itself. I just didn't think it was a good enough performer. All right. Next, we have Mandalorian Air of Adventure. This is the Baby Yoda Mandalorian scent. It's like geranium and sweet earth or something like that, and mint and some other millions of things. Silver mint or something. It's a beautiful scent. It's also medium soft sort of performer. But it does have far more staying. This is like strong compared to this scent from what I remember. Except for like the first hour of warming, and this one's like stronger. But it tends to last a little bit better. I like this scent. I go back and forth on whether or not I want to keep this in my Scentsy Club. But right now it's going to stay in there because I do enjoy the scent profile for it. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Bear with me, guys. We got the Catching Z Lights Out scent. I love this scent. I love it, but there is a weird sort of like, I don't know, baby lotion or something sort of smell. It's kind of like, it's not quite cozy. This isn't the one that I think is kind of like Cozy Cardigan. Or is it? I don't remember. I always get these ones. This collection, for some reason, of all the scent collections, I cannot for the life of me get the different ones from being jumbled. Like, prime example, I couldn't remember what the other one smelled like. There's a weird note to this that I can't decide if I'm okay with or I'd rather not smell. And so, for that reason, it's in my club temporarily until I can get one more bar and warm through it. I didn't mind it, but I don't think this is one that I would go out of my way to, like, hunt down. All right. And then finally, no, not finally, just kidding. 5 more. Final 5. Farmhouse Fur. This is an old bar. It's like a masculine cologne green tree scent. And it's delightful, and I would wear this as a cologne if it existed. Hey Scentsy, you should create like a men's body spray or a men's, I don't know, cologne. I would be all for that. Anyways, great scent, lasts all day. I was in a green tree sort of mood, and it fit that bill. 4 more. We got Sand Swept from our new collection. This one, It's a nice, soft, you get the driftwood, you get kind of like a little bit of a sand, a freshness, and then a hint of the lemon. This is a very soft scent though, so that's my biggest gripe with this. It's a beautiful scent, but it's soft. So be aware if you're going to get this. It's not going to be a loud in your face scent, even if you like melt the entire thing. Actually, which was what I kind of did to get it to smell medium-ish. So it's very soft, but it's very pretty. Then I got through a bar of Squeeze the Day. This is like sweet vanilla and sugar and lemon. And this is a Powerhouse Performer. I don't mind it the second time around. I didn't mind warming it as much as I did the first time. I'm still not like crazy about it. Like there's a lot of people really enjoy the scent. It's just okay for me. But I feel like a lot of lemon scents have to be like knock me out of the park. Otherwise it doesn't do much for me. But it's nice and it performs well and lasts forever and a day. Two more. We got Magnolia Linen, which is one of their new ones from the summer collection, spring summer collection, whatever. This catalog. And I don't really get a whole lot of magnolia in this. I get mostly linen, like maybe a florally linen at best. Mostly just clean linen. And for the majority of the warming, it lasts almost to the end of the day for me. But the linen, when the linen futzes out, then you get a slight sweet softness to it that might be a floral. But in terms of this being like magnolias and linen, it's like linen and then some other things in the background. So I don't mind it, but I was really hoping there'd be a little bit more floral note to this rather than so much linen note to this. But it's strong. It is strong. If you love laundry scents, you will probably love that one. And finally, we get Oh Snapdragon. I love this scent. I'm probably going to put it in my club. It is kind of a dismal performer, though. And not in the sense that you can't smell it, but it is a soft scent, and it doesn't last very long. It doesn't perform as dismally as Mini did for me, the Mini scent, Totally Mini. It performs better than that, but it definitely doesn't last the whole day, which was kind of saddening. Maybe half a day, I want to say. Maybe 2/3 of the day, but definitely not the full day. And that's with doubling up on cubes. So usually I'll try to use 1 cube per warmer. This one I definitely needed to use 2 to get a reasonable throw. And that was both in a medium-sized room and in a small-sized room, like a bathroom. Beautiful scent, though. Brought back some really good childhood memories, surprisingly, from when I used to play or go with my grandmother to like the flower shop or the plant station and pick out like the annuals to go plant with her. Really reminded me of the Snapdragons. It's a great scent, but it's a softer scent. And I will say, as far as the new scents have gone so far, they've either been softer as a whole, or they've been loud, but they don't last as long as I'd like them to. I do have a couple other ones from this collection that I did get through, but I haven't finished warming the entire bar, so until I finish them, I'm not going to give like a final review on them. And as a whole, they've been pretty interesting or pretty scents, but your mileage might vary a little bit in terms of performance relative to some of our more powerhouse scents or staples. So that is the end of the Scentsy part of this collection, which was ridiculous, as usual. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good information on these scents. If any of these that you've tried perform differently for you, please let me know. If they perform the same, let me know as well. I'm always open to find out, you know, how you feel about some of these. But I enjoyed them overall. As a general rule, I thought they were pretty good. They just, I don't know that I would go out of my way to get all of them again. Anyways, if this was helpful, consider hitting the thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.